Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Jed Morgan, and Disney has been in dire straits for many years now, partially because of the wokeness aspect of things, partially because of the content for content's sake franchising aspect of it, but more importantly, I believe, from the lack of creativity that is perpetuated through this company. Now, that lack of creativity may have been fueled by wokeness, absolutely. We've seen evidence of that in some of the Disney shareholder and leaked footage from insider stuff with Disney, but overall, a lot of people are just disenfranchised with Disney as a whole. Even normies are stepping away because the quality of the writing has just not been there for many, many years now. The release of a Pixar movie, the release of a Disney movie is no longer a big time event. Even Marvel movies don't carry the same way as they used to back in the day. I can remember back watching some of the early Phase 3 movies, even Phase 2 movies in the theater, seeing the buzz, seeing the line out the theaters for just a chance to watch these movies opening night as soon as possible. Now, when I go to see Thor Love and Thunder, which is well past COVID, so you can't use COVID as an excuse, nobody was there. My theater was relatively empty, and I got in on one of those Thursday night preview screenings. It's just not as massive as it used to be. Disney as a brand is not as massive as it used to be. They don't have the pull that they used to have. And Disney Plus, we've seen reports that their viewership numbers are in the toilet, with stuff like Falcon and the Winter Soldier barely making a blimp. WandaVision being the main Marvel Disney show that has really succeeded in any sort of positive way. And it's the one show that actually started out pretty good before going bad, as they all end up doing. Even She-Hulk didn't even crack the top 10 of the Nielsen's for the majority of its run. It's just a really sad state for Disney currently, and it doesn't help that even their parks are suffering currently with a decline in viewership and memberships that we've recorded in previous videos, as well as the loss of the Reedy Creek deal in Florida coming up, which will come to the total of millions of dollars in taxes. And I'm here for it. They deserve everything that is happening to them currently because of how they've mocked the fans, attacked the fans, and mocked their previous works. But the troubles for Disney are just beginning, with reports saying that they plan to cut 7,000 jobs and slash 5.5 billion in costs as it unveils vast restructuring. This is insane. Everyone who's out there, all the stands out there who's saying, oh my god, Disney's doing great, Marvel's doing great, you're all just grifting, you're all just conspiracy theorists. If a company was doing great, why would they need to do this? If a company was in good position, why would they replace their CEO in the middle of the night, telling the previous CEO in the middle of an Elton John concert, which is very, very funny. But cutting costs to the tune of $5.5 billion is a sign of a company on the rocks. This is nearly Warner Brothers bad with their current state of things, and they're cutting movies left and right because they can't actually afford to put them out. How long before Disney is in a similar boat where they literally cannot afford to put movies out? I don't believe that's going to happen anytime soon because, of course, Disney is a juggernaut, and this is just making God bleed. So overall, maybe this isn't a whole lot on the broader scheme of things, but it is enough to say Disney is in trouble. And that cannot be refuted at this point. The stands have no ground to stand on, and they can't keep calling us conspiracy theorists because this stuff comes out of the mouth of Bob Iger himself. Bob Iger believes that the future to recoup those losses at Disney and bring it back to the height that it used to be is in streaming. And that's a bit of a problem. It's a bit of a problem, specifically because recently, in just the Q1 reports for 2023, Disney has lost 2.4 million subscribers. 2.4 million subscribers on Disney Plus. If your plans to make the streaming the future of the franchise, the future of the brand is at Disney Plus, and you're losing this month this quickly, that's kind of a problem. That's kind of a problem. Not really a good outlook for your salvation route. Your salvation route is dying just as fast as the rest of your brand. So I don't particularly see that as the hopeful route for success at Disney. And Disney is just too big of a juggernaut to rely upon a single streaming service. Netflix can exist because that's all it is. And even it's been struggling with its stock price going down. But with a studio like Disney, where it's got all these other things that need to be propped up by the successful avenues of its company, one streaming service will never be enough to prop up all the other columns of Disney production. And it seems like their route for fixing all this as well is more sequels. More sequels. Haven't we had enough sequels? Haven't we had enough of a lack of creativity? Those sequels, they do well, but they're universally mocked, and they're doing less and less well as they progress because the audience is picking up on the fact that the sequels are being released as a route to avoid creativity, to avoid financial risk. And so therefore they are becoming a financial risk because of the overused nature that Disney is propping up their franchise with the sequels. We have news that there are apparently going to be sequels for Frozen, going to be Frozen 3, Zootopia 2, Toy Story 5, and Inside Out 2. I'm not particularly interested in any of these. I don't like the Frozen franchise whatsoever. Give me a Tangled 2. I love the Tangled movie, but Frozen has no interest for me whatsoever. Zootopia was fine. I don't particularly want to see any more of it. Inside Out was fine. Don't particularly want to see any more of it. And Toy Story 4 was an abomination, so I definitely don't want to see any more of that. There were only 3 Toy Story films. So this is the current state of Disney. They're relying solely upon sequels, and it's not going to be enough to save this company, and Disney Plus is not going to be enough to save this company, considering the current state of Disney Plus with so many lost subscribers in just the single quarter order reports. I am here for it. I'm ready to watch Disney burn. They deserve everything that's happening to them after how they've mocked the fans, injected wokeness by their own admission. They inject wokeness in at every single possible opportunity, and it is time to let them burn. But anyway, that's all I have for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Anon.
Hey, yo, are you feeling what I'm doing up in here? Oh, I know you are. Do you miss all the good, compelling stories that we used to get back in Hollywood that they ain't putting down no more? Oh, I know you missing it. So check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern day mental illness issues, baby. Book 1, Down in Flames. Book 2, Apocalypse Then. These are currently on sale. What are you waiting for? Get your hands on them. And we got Book 3, Kill the Dark, is coming down the pipeline. Just wait for all the good stuff that's dropping. You ain't gonna be disappointed, fam.